clouds dance to my skin. Oh, what could I do except follow the fog within? You saw me collapse past the frame, asking me as I fell to my knees, is this how it should end? But I told you I wasn't worth any of this. Feeling the abyss, I looked up and I said, and I said, here I go again. And I said, here I go again. I've tried to combine these pieces that won't fit at one time, so here I go. Taking the light beyond the horizon line. A prodigal in the night, I let out my voice and hoped I would be in your sight. You wiped every tear from my face, asking me as I fell to my knees, did it finally end? But I told you I wasn't worth better than this. Feeling myself slip, I looked up and I said, and I said, here I go again. And I said, here I go again. I've tried to combine these pieces that won't fit at one time, so here I go. I've tried to combine these pieces that won't fit at one time, so here I go. So here I go.
Hello. We got some fitting Ace Attorney music to get us started here. Okay. Hi. How's it going? Is time for stream? We out here? I'm saying words. I am on camera. Yeah. How's it going? How's life? Are we having a good Tuesday? It's Tuesday, isn't it? It's freaking Tuesday. I'm booting up the video game. Yeah. And this is gonna be the last time that I stream this on a Tuesday. We're moving to a different time next week. We're gonna try out Monday evenings and see how that goes. So that's the news. That's the one piece of big news that I have here. We're gonna have a schedule change. It's been a long time. I've been streaming on Tuesdays for like what, this whole time I've been streaming pretty much. I had Sundays and Tuesdays. Anyway, let's see. I'm gonna get into a Discord call and see if anyone wants to join me. I'm not expecting anyone to join, but we'll see. We'll see if someone wants to join. I'll have that open. I'll have it up on the screen here so we can see if someone pops in. Yeah. Put a little message into Discord. All right. I'm gonna check something. No, it's not what I wanted. Okay, I do have this turned down in the mixer. I'm gonna turn everything else up, and there we go. Okay. Okay, we're good. Oh, my lighting keeps adjusting itself in the webcam. I moved to evenings. We're not gonna have this lovely natural light anymore, but I'll figure something out. I actually just ordered a little ring light desk lamp thing for myself. We'll see if that's good. I just got a cheap one, and we'll see. Anyway, this is where we are. Talking to this guy. I forgot exactly where we were. I knew we were in court. I have an orange, by the way. This is my companion for stream today. Is this orange? It occurred to me that I hadn't eaten any fruit today. Unless you count sour cherry jam. It had like whole cherries in it, but I eat an orange. I will be peeling this orange and munching on it during the stream like a real professional streamer. I'm so good at this. I'm so good at being a streamer and also a human and providing myself with nourishment. Peeling oranges is too hard. Why did I get an orange? It's fine. Orange juice everywhere. Let's play some of the game first, then I will enjoy my orange. I think I got some orange juice in my glasses, actually. Glasses are such a pain. Just have good eyesight. My advice to you, don't get glasses. Just have good eyes. Make your eyes work. Just have a functioning body and body parts and eyeballs. Just like don't have genes for bad eyesight, you know? Health advice. Just have good genes. Let's not talk about it. Let's not get into that. Anyway, we were in the middle of some court shenanigans when we stopped last time. We've got a new testimony. And he's just changing his story, I guess, because that's what they do in Ace Attorney. They change their story. And he says, "Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. Just a brief moment. However, ... Look at me, cannot be so easily discombobulated. It cannot be so easily discombobulated. That's a good word. Use the word get discombobulated in your video game. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. Cannot be so easily discombobulated, except this time when I got bonked in the head, and that's the end of that. True gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true! Bam! And that's all she wrote. This guy's funny. So, in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Masked Star Damask? Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. Does that add up? His third crime? We'll see. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. So he's saying it was weird. I'm confused. I'm confused right now. That can't be good. Fight with the thief. Cross-examination. It's true that I looked away from the door. Press. Hold it. So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I'm still getting into it. I'm not warmed up yet. Prepared a variety of other sensors. He prepared other sensors. Oh, the alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask some more questions? Oh. Tell me more about the sensor? What kind of sensors are you talking about? I keep, like, brushing my hair like this. I took a shower, my hair's all clean and still a little bit damp, and it's also getting very long. I need to get a haircut. Should just, like, slick my hair back like Phoenix. Show you all my forehead. What kind of sensors? Other places in the basement that someone could enter and exit from. Conditioner ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well, kitty? Kitty cat? I hooked up heat-detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. That sounds expensive. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? The Lordly Taylor department store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. This stream sponsored by Lordly Taylor Department Store for all your surveillance needs. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? Scooby-Doo laugh. Has that cleared up any doubts you had about me, Sir Lawyer? Okay. Orange. I need to get some of this orange. I need to eat it. I need to consume. I must fuel my silly little human body and give it nutrients. This is you want some orange? Yes? I feed you. Y'all like watching streamers eat? Do you like this? Should I do more of this? Comment and subscribe for Orange. I don't know what I'm doing at any moment ever, so jot that down. What does that mean? Discombobulated? I don't know what that word means. I'm a silly little boy. Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean. Sorry, but what? I'm trying to learn, sir. I mean, I'm trying. What does it mean? Now I've forgotten. What was I saying? Jeez. Better than what's better? I guess. Okay, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Oh, hey, he's here. In case you forgot, here's this guy. Well, looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon. I already read this. I don't know. I'm pressing. What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, that thief had no idea that I, Luke Atomy, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. The thing with the thing that was there, over there? Thing. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch? I'm not sure if I would compare that to a tree branch, but okay. Correct. I know exactly what you mean, like a tree branch, of course. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. I am alive. Unfortunate. So he is talking about the Chichishito. Chichishito? So the thief armed himself with a sword. And what about yourself, witness? A true gentleman fights only with his own fists. Have that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, in college, I was the second in charge of the boxing club. This guy was in a boxing club in college? Judge is not impressed. I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive. However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Mask Star Damask. This guy is a real piece of work. This guy. This was built up through boom blam. I need to sneeze now. Alt alarm, maybe? Silly little human body, so inconvenient. Tell us a little more about what happened. No! My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious. I'm so smart and creative, everyone loves me. It's powericious. Powericious? I assumed the at-me fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. Oh, that's interesting information. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? You at me fighting style? Hang on, hang on. I want to ask him about the fighting style. What is this at me fighting style? Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I can't say anymore. But Actually, I would love to talk about it. I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's it? That's the at-me fighting style? Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony? Hang on. I'm actually gonna... This is what I really want to ask about. What was this flash of light that blinded you? I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman. That is interesting. The statue of Ami Faye, I'm guessing. I mean, I don't think there was any other woman statue in there, or any statue at all for that matter, so pretty sure it was the Ami Faye statue. Oh, well that wasn't very much help at all. What do you think? Wait, huh? Oh, I guess this is just... Was I supposed to ask him about the fighting stance? This game is so full of twists and turns. Let's see. Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah? What is it? This Luke at-me guy, he's definitely hiding something, but why? I think I'm starting to figure out... I'm literally not starting to figure out, like, anything. So I guess I just need to go... We're just not gonna question what that light was? We're just not gonna question it. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Next. No, wait. Ah, I didn't mean to... this is annoying. I could just load the save again, but I'm gonna keep going with... Da-da-da-da-da. I did it again. Come on! Take 3! Okay. 1, 2. That's list. Fists. And that's all. Okay. Tell me a little more about what happened. She's powericious. And there was this fighting stance. So I guess the fighting style is the important part. Okay. So yeah, we read this already. Da-da-da-da. Back to the wall. And then I guess I need to say that that was important. So, oops, I should have read that. Oh well, of course it's important, blah blah blah. Oh, remember to use something something, okay. Use the at-me fighting stance if you ever take a walk alone late at night. Alright, sir. Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out. Now then, witness, we'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony. It's not secret anymore. Put my back to the wall. Alright, I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow landed upon my third eye. What? Hold it? Where is this third eye you're talking about? Oh, it's right between my right and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like. This guy's so goofy silly. Didn't you just say that in the first place? Because I'm a little freak. Sir Lawyer, it looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper. So, Mr. at-me got hit on the forehead then? That's what he says. I've got a funny feeling about that. Actually, so do I. What do you think? Well, there's blah 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 blah. Are we hiding something? Well, okay, hang on. Let me have a look at my evidence. Let me have a look at my evidence. I think I want to look at this. Aha! Aha! Blow to the back of the head. Okay, blah blah blah. Gotta get to that last. Landed upon my third eye. Did it now? You're back to the wall and it landed and you bonked you in the forehead? You sure about that, pal? Detective at-me. Your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. I'm looking at my orange down here. I want orange. Give me orange. Gamers. Nutrition. Nourish yourselves. Don't forget that water too. Hydrate, baby. Let's go. We promote good health on these live streams. Health and self-care and all those things. Anyway, your testimony is crumbling. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. Whoa, whoa, buddy. Whoa. No one ever said we were crossing swords. Whoa. Back off, bro. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. Bro, what are you even talking about? I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have formed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind! From behind! With this gruesome item here. From behind, huh? But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. Slam! No, I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head. I know, you could totally forget where you were hit on the head. Like, isn't that a thing that, like, if you're knocked out hard enough to like knock you completely unconscious, then you're knocked out hard enough that you probably forget, like, the few minutes or few seconds leading up to being knocked out? I think that's a thing. Obviously, I'm not expecting that kind of realism from these games, though, so... I hardly feel... But I mean, I guess you'd wake up and you'd feel a lump on your head, so forget that. You'd remember where you were bonked on the head. If you're bonked on the head hard enough to get knocked out. Again, not expecting realism from this video game, but if you're knocked on the head hard enough that you pass out, you shouldn't be in court the next day. You should probably be resting, maybe even in the hospital. You got a concussion, buddy. Anyway. It seems I've made another mistake. Smile. No. Detective at me, that's not the only strange part of your testimony. What do you mean by that? For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Taking a moment to jam to this music. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. Sad. Sad. That's wrong. You're just straight up wrong, dude. Objection. Whoa! Oh, I think that's the first time I've heard his objection. Whoa! To err is human, to forgive divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls. Feelings. I love him so much. He's such a little weirdo. This is my new favorite little weirdo. This one, I like him. They live, they die, they love, they hate, and yes, they even make mistakes. Mistakes like straight up lying. Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that. Stop being so poetic, man. Really? What is it like then? I mean, the guy's lying. That's
Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules.
I go in the void. Uh-oh, time to fade to black.
This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around. Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting? I got distracted by Godot. I don't know what's happening anymore.
I don't know if I would say that he is Mask Star Damask. I would say he might be in cahoots with this masked thief.
I'm gonna say he's no ace detective. The defense asserts that this guy's no ace detective at all. This witness is no ace detective at all. So then what exactly are you saying that I am? No, Dead Phoenix, come on. Well, an average detective? No, I hardly see the relevance of that.
What are you doing, Nick? Weren't you going to go on the attack?
I was planning on it, and looks like I'm the one who got attacked instead. Thank God, next time,
Whatever, I'll take that L. I saved, but I'll take, I don't need to load the save. I'll take that little 1 bar penalty.
I guess we're going all in. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atmey's true identity is actually Mask Star Damask. Whoa! Yarg!
Damn.
Oh, no, Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atmey's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... No. Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atmey. If that's even your real name. The truth is that you are, in fact, Mask Star Damask. But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows Mask Star Damask. And that guy's nose is much smaller than Luke Atmey's, so... This security camera belongs to Lord Taylor Department, so he shouldn't have been able to manipulate it. He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn. So, the ace detective is actually an ace thief! Can we stop it with the ace already? I mean, come on. We don't gotta call everything ace. Just because we're playing an ace attorney game. Is this true, witness? Of course not. Oh no. Damask's MO is pure genius, and so am I, Luke Atmey, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, Sir Lawyer. What? Witness, you're admitting it? Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. What's happening? Detective at me! When you assume the thief's identity... I've been waiting for this sprite to show up. I've seen that one. Godot blend number 102. My personal favorite. Mr. Godot! The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. Simply isn't true. Mr. Godot! He's just in absolute shock. Just can't. I love his hair still sticking out, so perfectly gelled. Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. Slam. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't just stand there. Bro, I got boiling hot coffee all over my head. Can I have a break, please? This court would like to see the decisive proof you have, quickly! The coffee's gone. We're good. Oh, yeah, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? Never mind that. Abby looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. Can I really do it? Bam. The decisive evidence that proves Dr. Loot at me is in fact Mask Star Damask. There's the security camera photo. I don't really understand it. Blackmail letter. I don't know if I'm missing something or I'm gonna save again. I don't care. I'm not trying to be a pro gamer, and I think I have no proof. There's no proof. Just what I thought. A man has to hold its head up high, no matter how hard, how bad things get. After all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy is the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Try hard, think harder, and try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you going to just give up and let us lose this? So you've come to your senses, have you, sir lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all. It seems that... What are you talking about, bro? Just because there's no proof that he is the thief doesn't mean there's no proof that he isn't. There's still suspicion. Dude, there's still a lot of suspicion. Because there's no proof doesn't mean there's no suspicion. Cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness is lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add, then... Oh, oh, oh. Who? Oh, it's a woman. But who are you?
That doesn't really matter right now, does it?
Ms. Delight, what are you doing here?
Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it.
Nice. I had a feeling that might happen. Someone comes in and brings in new evidence just in the nick of time. You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well,
That's...
the secret urn! Nick, it's the urn! It's the gosh darn urn! It's there!
Order, madame! That urn, where'd you find it?
You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants Ace Detective. Look at me.
Oh, Desi, you're the best! Sacred Urn updated in the court record. It has pink splotches all over it. I was wondering why it said it was speckled in the blackmail letter. This is some interesting new information. I'm getting some orange again. Gonna ponder this sacred urn while I eat orange. I'm creating the best stream content on twitch.tv today. Eat orange, dance around to Ace Attorney music. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atme? Even you are going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one. Objection! Huh. Pathetic. Mr. Gadoo, do you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. We just believed people when they lied, and it was fine. And it's truly sad that guys can't just lie anymore. Maybe you're still denying that Mr. Atme was involved? Before casting aspersions at Detective Atme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight. Is that correct?
Yes, what about it?
Ha! How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere.
Bam.
Including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? Certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just brought it here from the detective's office.
Forget what voice I gave her, honestly. Please, madame. Why are they calling her madame? Is because her name's Desiree and that's kind of French? She's supposed to be French? Is that all? Everyone's calling her Madame because she's French? This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to. Dude, you are so dramatic.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing.
Miss Delight.
Please, Dinky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people.
There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Acme Detective Agency. I saw there was a big bag with a big thing in it, and we were gonna look at it, and then the guy busted in and was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And we were like, "Oop." I could testify about what I saw. Oh, the music's fading out? What's going on? What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say?
Nick, come on, it should be easy to prove. After all, we checked out that bag, didn't we?
You're right. I remember doing that. Whatever was in there, it was hard and round and smooth, too. Like a statue's titty.
Yes, it must have been the urn. It must have.
But I never actually saw it with my own eyes. Me walked in right when I was about to have a look at it. Even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify that it was. Okay, so I just can't.
You're right.
Huh. Looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Trite. In this town overflowing with lies, there's still a single flickering candle of truth.
Nicky boy.
Well, it's true that I never actually saw the urn, but maybe I can still testify about it from another angle. What about it, Mr. Wright? Have you given up yet?
No.
There must be some way. I've got to prove the fingerprints. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it.
The fingerprints, eh?
Oh, come now.
Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. Can't you see that I wear gloves all the damn time?
Oh. May I go on?
Good. It would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place.
Well, just because you're guarding it doesn't mean you should be touching it. It's like a special artifact.
In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see, to keep my fingerprints off things so no one knows when I steal things. So, unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
Nick, what are you going to do now?
I've come too far to turn back now. He must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. There, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. Oh. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person must be on the urn. Oh. What? Aw. This one! This guy! Bro, what? Whose fingerprints would be on the urn? That would prove that they were in... that the urn was in Luke Atmey's office. I don't freaking know. I can't save right now. This one. Whose fingerprints would prove anything? Like, Or should we say that his fingerprints should be on the urn, but then if they're not on the urn, that would prove something? I'll try. Yeah, no. Let me give you an important piece of advice. I will save here. The one who keeps a cool head all the way until the game's end is the winner.
Let me give you an even more important piece of advice, Mr. Wright. You are not going to win this game with that answer.
Oh, even the judge is making cool, snappy remarks now. Does that mean I was wrong again? Okay, so now actually, I'll save here, so if I have to load the save, then I don't have to go through all that dialogue again. I'll start at this dialogue. Urn was put in that bag and carried to the detective's office yesterday. That means the person I should be... No! No! Don't say it like that! Don't say it like that, Phoenix! Don't say that! I mean the person who left their footprints on the urn yesterday at the Abbey Detective Agency. Who then? Who? Think it over again? I need to think the whole thing over again. Oh no, this is just... Okay, but I seem to be getting somewhere with that. I'm confused now. Now let's show fingerprints. I can prove by the fingerprints. Blah blah blah. Go through this again. Gloves. Okay, your fingerprints, but what are you going to do? You must have brought the urn back to his office. Someone must have left their fingerprints on it. Is it Pearl? Because she was poking around in there? No. We get to see this again. Who? I don't know. Fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Maya, I don't know. No. I'm confused. Let's try again and see what happens. And then maybe we'll say no, screw it, there's nothing. You! Straight up, I have no idea. Me! My fingerprints! Actually? What's happening now? So what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Well, yeah, like... I think that makes sense. I think that actually makes sense. Do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey Nick, come on, open it up! Hey, wait a minute, we can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy, this is an important investigation. What's in there? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. It feels kinda hard and smooth. My hands are in the bag touching the item, and then Abby shows up like, hi! So I touched it. I touched it, man. My fingerprints should be on it. I'm the thief. Put me in jail. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. But, well, that was just... bam. Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn... It literally doesn't prove that, but okay. Because, like, oh, how do you prove that you touched it specifically when it was there? Like, there's no... there's no proof of that. Only you and Maya and Atme would know anything about that. Objection. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. Does it? What did you say? Not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. Oh.
I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable.
If he polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. But maybe her own. The only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency. This blend, Godot blend number 107. I've decided it's... Bro, he's short-circuiting. Watch out. It's a little too bitter after all.
Bam, bam, bam.
Order, order, order! I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and...
Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that. What are you gonna say now, homeboy?
No need, you say?
Precisely. I already know that Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn.
What are you saying?
Yes, I've finally broken him down. I don't know about that, Phoenix.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Take a good look, everyone. This guy's animations are, like, pretty freaking good. There's some good animations here. Good art.
Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself.
Oh, is he straight up admitting it?
Here I am, the tragic clown.
Dude, is that it? What?
This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Mask Star Damask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Yow, yow.
Okay, is that it? What? There's gotta be more to this.
Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atme's condition?
Still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. He's just being insane out there. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be.
Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Smirching him with the title of thief.
Nick, you were right after all. This is not over yet. What's next?
Something's coming up.
Let me itch my nose. You were right after all.
Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief. He's very sad about this. He wanted to be the thief.
The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight.
You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you! I mean... Not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right, is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not... This can't be happening. Thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me! I'm him! I'm the one you want! I'm the thief, I tell you! So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please. Dude, why do you want to be guilty so bad?
I don't know what kind of a kangaroo court you all think this is, but
the true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you.
Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee.
Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. You're really a man, then clean up your own mess. Bro, stop it with your toxic masculinity. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. I don't subscribe to toxic masculinity like you do. If you are Mask Star Damask, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. Nick, he says he'll be happy to. It's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Nick, why are you calling him cute? Nick, what the hell? Good boy. What is going on? Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. Dude, really. I know that. I won't fail, I swear. Okay then. Talk. We're all listening.
Oh, well, I guess this is fine. Let's all have a listen to this confession.
Mask Star Damask's identity. The truth is, I've been Mask Star Damask all along. I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Mask Star Damask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. Oh, we got you. Don't worry, buddy. We got you. We got you. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right here in the photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all.
I don't like the direction this trial has taken.
But this is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway. You're doing great. Good job, sport. Oh, stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. Man. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? Alright, little boy? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Mask Star Damask. Oh boy, I can't wait to get locked up in prison forever. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best. So many little freaks in this video game.
Alright, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Let's cross-examine this little man. The truth is, I'm in Mask Star Damask all along. I'm just gonna press everything. You may think you're the real Mask Star Damask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. You haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. Okay. Believe me, I've got my reasons. With the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it?
Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. I suppose so.
Let's get sidetracked, just for fun. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife? I'm playing with my hair again. I really need a haircut. It's starting to annoy me quite a bit. Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. Second, if there's one thing that Jessie absolutely detests, it's criminals.
If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with?
Well, Jessie is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Jessie-aholic.
So you do have a complicated family situation after all.
Oh, alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony, I beg of you. I mean, can't prove that I'm not... Okay, I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real Mask Damask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one who's making the outrageous claim, for a change. Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. Come on, man. Step up and be a lawyer for once in your life. I need some kind of proof that... Okay, yeah, I mean, we're gonna find it. If we had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? Show that he couldn't have stolen the urn. Yeah, okay, we can do that. We can do that. I mean, I kind of want to press him on everything. I'm just gonna keep pressing him on everything. See what funny dialogue I can see. Got no alibi.
Been judged for a long time, and this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi.
But I tell you, I was in the Lordly Tailor that night. No, that's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on, what is it? Where was he when the crime happened? Yeah, we have the evidence for that. If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this will be a piece of cake. You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can. Okay, well, okay, fine, I'll just show evidence. I have the evidence. Or do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie?
Oh, I've never seen you this angry before.
Are you sure about that? I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry. Alright, let's see the freaking evidence. Let's show the freaking evidence. This wallet was found in the KB security building around 1 AM the night of the crime, which is when the crime happened. Take that. Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Ah, yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you'd lost your wallet? Let's see, I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. This wallet was found at approximately 1 AM at KB Security Headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious.
Oh, I'm so serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was, in fact, at KB Security that night. No! So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car. According to Larry, anyway.
Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say?
No.
Stop drinking that coffee!
Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. This man's thinking about leaving his wife right now. He's thinking about it. All right, I'll try. I'll do it. I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, you could say that. He's like a kid at his first day of school, or, you know, something like that. Something like that. But look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there and not at the heist. Planted it there? He's really reaching now. Mr. Delight. You probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The keycard to KB Security's CEO's office? No! Huh. That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway?
Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all.
This stupid kid.
Now then, let's see your evidence.
The evidence that shows, oops, I can't save, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, there's, Yep.
Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's...
What is it?
a blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents.
Blackmail?
Yeah, it basically says bring $50,000. Basically, that, you know.
That certainly sounds like blackmail, all right.
At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with the blackmailer himself. In KB Security's CEO office, a full half-hour away from the scene of the crime.
Oh, hello. How are you doing?
It is late afternoon where I am. It's like 4:30. I'm streaming. I'm playing video game. I'm doing so many voices, and I'm having fun. How are you?
When the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. Looks like a perfect case for the defense.
You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... well, let's just say that my Godot blend number 107 impresses me a lot more. What the hell are you talking about, man? What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company? Oh, hey! Thank you for following. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Anyway. But did you actually investigate this CEO at all? Huh? No? Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof. I'm not sure what I think of that. I'm not sure what I think of that? At least I know what I think of you. Oh dear.
Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that if the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy.
No, I don't think we need to track down the CEO. We don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? There's someone else who can testify.
This is the person that can testify, and guess what? We're bringing our boy in.
Who is this useless-looking young man? Who is this useless little cringe-ass fool? I've never seen this man before in my life, even though he's been in this court, like, what, 3 times? This isn't in the first game. You don't remember him, Your Honor? Your Honor?
Oh, my voice. Okay.
Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes me want to throw up. It makes me want to puke all over the court. This little man is so ugly and terrible, and I hate him.
No, this is my first time playing this game. I played well, I played most of the first one. I watched a playthrough of the first one and the second one. This is my first time experiencing this particular game. So it's all new and exciting to me. Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago.
He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Because it was such a horrible experience. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is this key card. This one. Yep, that's the key card they use in the building I work in. I mean, I love this video game. I'm having a great time. It's an Ace Attorney game. It's goofy and wild and all over the place, just like the first 2. I dig it.
According to the serial number, this one's for the CEO's office. You needed to get into that room. I'm not gonna read this. We saw this part before. He leaves a record. I'm gonna eat some orange. I've been eating some orange on the stream because I'm a very professional streamer who never ever eats on stream. I'm like so sophisticated and professional.
Let's look at the judge saying, this classic judge moment.
Why is it so hard to peel oranges? I just want to eat this dang orange and get on with my screen. This good content. Everyone loves when streamers do this, right? Getting orange juice everywhere. We're building suspense.
I bet it's gonna give me a to be continued any moment, and I might even...
I'm not gonna wrap up the stream. I haven't been going for that long.
Feels like I've been going for a long time because I've had to talk so much.
Oh, I'm definitely planning to play the other games. I don't know if I'll necessarily stream the other ones. It depends. If people like watching me play these games, then sure. I'll definitely play them, or like sometimes I'll watch other people play games instead of playing them myself. Actually, like most of the time I'll watch other people play things. I got into Ace Attorney in the first place when Paper Box House was streaming it. The Alfred Wright by Attorney series. You'll probably notice that some of the voices I give these characters, like if you're familiar with those streams, you will notice that the voices that I give the characters are often similar to the voices they gave the characters there. Yeah, and I thank you for being here. Very nice. Ugh, words. Sometimes I don't do words very good. Don't know what to say, but yeah. Anyway, take a sip of water, then we'll get back to it. Finished eating my orange. We encourage healthy habits here. Eat fruits, drink water, and play video games. Very healthy. Very healthy. Play video game. Yep. All right. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data. Godot does not like this, but he takes a sip of coffee and he's fine now. Oh, what was that? Bois. Yo, bois.
Well, Mr. Godot,
The name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard.
Interesting name. Oh yeah, I mean, I'll figure it out. I know the later games can be hard to, like... I know, like, the trilogy and the Great Ace Attorney now are the only ones that are on PC, right? And then the rest of them are, like, mobile or whatever. I don't know. I'll figure it out when the time comes. I've still got quite a bit of this game to get through. So... I'll figure out how to play the other games when I get there. For now, I'm still on this game, and I'm still gonna be on this game for a while, because I only play it for like a couple hours a week. So, yeah. Anyway, Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here. Another one of these pieces of paper. It looks just like... It looks exactly the same as the camera data. This is what data looks like. This is data, or data. I pronounce it both ways because both are technically correct, I'm pretty sure. The case with Matt, like the last one from the second game, that was pretty cool. Yeah. That went some places. It got real stressful, dramatic. I liked it. Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime. In Roswell, used October 12th, the night of the crime at 1 a.m. Woo! It can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master Damask in this photo! Woo! Ah, looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe. I gotta say, I love Godot a lot so far. He's a special dude. So then... Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Mask Star Damask. Good job! You did it, Nick! Dramatic music!
that's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Didn't I just say that like 2 seconds ago? Besmirching him with the title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment for realties this time.
Maya she is pretty. She's a cute little gal. Yeah. There's some good character designs in these games.
Do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor. I think Godot is pretty. I also think Detective Gumshoe is pretty.
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty! Woo! Confetti! We did it! The court is now adjourned.
So, like, is that it? There's gotta be more. There are more loose ends that have... There's like, what's up with the pink paint? We haven't learned that yet. And then the statue moved. Nick, you did it! You were right after all. Cute music. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. What is it, Maya? Nicky boy!
Oh, Ms. Delight.
I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you.
Aw, shucks. Thanks, Ms. Delight. I just know I'm blushing. Pretty lady. Cool motorcycle lady with boobs.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick.
Oh, pearls. Got a bad feeling about this.
Who is this woman?
Oh, Pearl. Oh, she's nobody. She's just,
You're blushing! How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya?
Girl, please. Maya's like a sister to me. Calm down.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Did this child just punch me?
Ouch!
She slapped me.
Pearly, we need to talk. This woman is Miss Desiree's Delight. She's our client's wife. She's married. She's... Mr. Nick!
Yes?
You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client.
Pearl, please. Please.
I'll never forgive you.
This child just sees Phoenix look at a woman and she's like,
I'm going to be violent now. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right?
Maya, your little cousin just slapped the shit out of me.
We got the Sacred Urn back and the thief has been caught. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Ms. Delight, that brought our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me.
We won the case? And why does this guy still look so glum? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point now?
What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie.
I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. Ooh.
Hi.
You just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. What is your deal? What is your deal? I love Maybe you should learn my name before you call me Buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning. Oh! The body of the CEO guy that we just learned his name. Well, you see, this is a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game, and every trial up until now has been a murder trial, and all of a sudden we get this theft, and that's just not right, so somebody had to be murdered. I knew there had to be a murder coming up. The body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? We literally just heard it for the first time 2 minutes ago. Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, but body? The estimated time of death was literally right when this pretty boy here was in the CEO's office, 1 a.m. on October 12th? 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. The same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. Oh, hey, a CEO of a security company getting murdered. Wait a minute, that's great! Woo! Kill CEOs, kill billionaires! This is a parody. I would never advocate for murder. Twitch, please don't ban me. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You've figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today? Helped me out? What? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail murder, he must have been imbrued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbrued with rage? Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? Did we not know that already? I mean, he had the key card and everything. I kind of assumed that he was an employee. Looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi. Interesting way of putting it. No way! He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. Congratulations! You're not guilty of being a thief! You're a murderer! Yay! No, that's a lie. It can't be true. Oh, but I am a thief, I tell you. Well, that sure would make sense that you'd be insisting on Ron Delight. You're going back to prison again. This time, the charge is much more serious. This time, you'll be tried for murder. What? This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. You mean it? Promise? Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. You sure about that? Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You came back from hell for me? Well, that's kind of sexy, not gonna lie. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Is he, though? Is he? Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
Bye! Nick, how could this be happening?
Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Ronnie!
Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's going to happen next? To be continued. Okay, I could cut this stream short now, but I don't want to, so I won't. It's been less than 2 hours. I gotta keep going. It's been less than 2 hours. October 13th, 3:02 p.m., right in co-law offices.
You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again.
This cheery music.
Aw, poor guy got arrested for murder. What a shame.
I really need a haircut, man. I keep playing with it. Well, supposedly, Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred.
No way, Jose! I don't buy it!
I mean, they have... It's not like they don't have the accented E. They had it for Desiree. They just made Maya say, "No way, Joes!" They could have put the accent there to make it more clear, but I guess it doesn't really matter.
No way, Jose. The one that proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. At least from what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick.
Well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder?
I think I'm going to head back to Korean Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm gonna bring the Sacred Urn back and have some people take a look at it.
Does this child have so much freedom to just run around wherever she wants? She's 9.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with... No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness.
Child, please. Girls is so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder to solve.
Oh, well, you two can have some real great quality time together while you're solving a murder together.
Sacred Urn given to Pearls.
Now remember, no fighting, okay?
Goodbye, little child. She's gone.
Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation.
Okay, what to do? So, what do we do now?
Isn't it obvious? We should get out there and investigate the murder.
Well, first we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located.
Hey, why don't we ask Ms. Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Hell yeah.
Motorcycles? You're not thinking of getting one, are you?
I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her dinky little bike, Nicky boy.
You go, Maya. Maya's growing up. She's what, 19 now? Good for her. Speaking of asking around, I've got a few questions of my own for Mr. Delight.
Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center, too.
Sacred Urn. You must be relieved we got the Sacred Urn back, huh?
You bet. But there's something a little different about it.
Oh yeah? You can't quite put your finger on it?
Don't ... question mark at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, take a look at this. Clearly says, I am on the urn in the poster. The urn we got back says Ami like it always used to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before.
Maya go in the void. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, a repairer accidentally turned Mysticami's name into my I am. The repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. Still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it.
Is it possible that Urn's a fake?
I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Kurain Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Kurain Village in a long time. Let's talk about the village. So, I guess people still go to Kurain Village to do their training, right?
Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training.
So, why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that.
Channeling dojo? Channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious. Oops, I hit the button by accident.
If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen.
Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Kurain technique, she temporarily uses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened.
Bang.
Murder. It wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you?
I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all.
Sounds like being the master of Kurain is going to be a heavy responsibility. Do I have anything to show off here? Like, the statue was moved, and I still don't know what the deal is with that. But, oh well, I guess let's move. Where to? Where to first? Damask's hideout, which we now know is straight up just Rondalight's apartment. But it's still called Damask's hideout. Let's go to the exhibition hall, see what's going on here. I should take a sip of water.
Treasures of Kurain exhibit is all ruined now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling.
Maybe I can cheer her up somehow.
Oh, hey, Lemongitis, thank you for the raid. No, how's it going? I hope you had a good stream.
Anyway, well, now that we've got the Sacred Urn back, maybe they can reopen it?
Oh, really?
But then we just let Pearl take the Sacred Urn back to the village. Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Maskstar Damask's Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's brilliant, Nick!
Okay.
We could clean up and be filthy rich! Woohoo!
Oh, that was surprisingly easy.
Hey.
No, there's nothing to examine here, right? Nothing new. Let's go to the basement. We are in the basement.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright.
Miss Andrews? What's she still hanging around here for? What's she doing here? She still looks very stressed, the poor lady.
How's it going? What about the Sacred Urn?
The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already. We're good. Chill, please.
What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Oh, do you mean it's been found? Yes, it was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? Oh, you really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. Don't give Phoenix credit where he doesn't deserve it. It was Mask Star Damask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved.
Damask's identity.
I just heard all about it on the news, so then why didn't you know about the urn? That detective was actually the thief all along.
It looks that way right now.
It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Damask to guard the treasures.
Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job.
Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her.
Maya.
So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again? About 20 days ago.
And when was it that Mask Star Damask's calling card arrived?
That was about 10 days ago.
And he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard.
I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the Sacred Urn after all.
I guess so. The night of the crime, I guess.
What? So Mask Star Damask murdered someone as well?
Well, that's how things look right now. But then it's.
Yes, but I thought he was here stealing the urn at the time.
Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible.
Nick, let's get down to business already.
It was two different people, man. It was. I thought we established.
Anyway, on the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him.
He claims that's the way he always operates.
That's just what he says, so he can have an alibi while he commits the theft himself.
Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Mask Star Damask pretty well. Sacred Urn.
I'm so glad that you got your Sacred Urn back.
Yes, there's still something that bothers me about it.
What is it?
I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. No idea how. It's not like we just discussed the whole thing.
Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Ms. Andrews? Would you? No, I don't know anything. Well, why would I?
She got secrets. Psyche locks.
What do you think this means, Nick?
It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the Sacred Urn is our very own Ms. Andrews. Nice. I wonder, do I have evidence to talk about that, or should I? Let's see if there's anything we can do. We can always come back later. The Sacred Urn.
Ms. Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit.
The urn that was submitted before the court today. Obviously not the same urn as before.
Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake.
Fake?
You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine?
I don't know. Do I have evidence that it was genuine? We'll probably have to wait to come back to that. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should gather more true clues before I try again. It's probably gonna be after Pearl comes back from the village. Is there anything to look at here? It's all the same as before, right? No. I don't think anything's different. I'll look at the computer. Camera, computer, and thanks for having me set up, and he still let it take a picture of him. Well, I mean, the camera belonged to the jailer, so he couldn't tamper with it. Why would he allow that to happen? Well, I mean, he's all disguised, so, like, I don't know. A pathetic-looking wooden box. The box that had the urn in it. Okay, this is the same as before. I don't think there's gonna be any more new stuff here. Let's move. Let's keep going. Let's go to detective agency. Why not? Oh, this place is literally crawling with cops. The cops are literally crawling around like spiders. Literally. What did you expect? Now that they know he was actually Mask Star Damask, this must be incredibly embarrassing for them, don't you think? Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe is nowhere to be seen. Well, he is a homicide detective, which is, you know, it's kind of weird that, like, didn't we see him and talk to him while we were working on the theft case? Which was not a homicide? He's probably working on the murder case. But yeah, wasn't he in charge of he was in charge of the Mask Star Damask theft investigation all the way up to yesterday? Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? I love murder. He'd say something like, "There's nothing like a good murder case, pal." Points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. Nah, I love murder. I love violence and killing. I still can't do a Gumshoe voice. I still don't know how to do a Gumshoe voice. Oh, dog is barking. Did you hear the dog bark? It's dinner time. He wants his food. Anyway. Is there anything to look at in here? Dad is yelling at the dog. Alright, there doesn't seem to be anything here. Let's go to Damask's hideout, which is just Rhonda Light's apartment. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya! Ms. Delight. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Miss Delight had such a vulnerable side. Such a classic track. Let's talk. Let's talk about your husband. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. He's a little softy. He's a little softy pretty boy, baby boy. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him snapping and screaming, "Please die!" I don't know, I find it a little hard to imagine.
would never say that. Anyway, Ms. Delight, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you that's just a fantasy for him.
Ms. Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. Whoa, dude, you can't just say that. Hang on, it's time to bring up the picture. Time to bring up the picture. Time to put Phoenix in timeout for a moment. Okay.
Oh, what? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy?
With this very calm expression.
How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief. The very idea.
I guess I just don't get it.
Huh? Get what?
I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet be such a happy couple. Oh, Phoenix, you don't understand anything.
Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you?
Let's go through the other dialogue.
I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with ace detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be ace detectives. Thieves are fine as long as they're honest, you know? There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men.
But your husband, though? You hate cowardly men, but you married this one. I guess you got a certain definition of cowardly that you're going with here.
Anyway, by the way, did you go to why did you go to Detective Atmy's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously the real Mask Star Damask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah? And Detective Atmy knew more about Mask Star Damask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. The Great People Around Town segment.
So then you went there to ask him some questions?
That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man.
Hell yeah. Secretary? He has a secretary? Since when?
Secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout.
So when is there a secretary there? Wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout, but we're still calling this a hideout, so okay.
That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. See? It was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else.
KB Security.
Miss Delight, do you know about KB Security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works.
So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. Did he say Ron quit? He just said he used to work there. It doesn't say he quit. Could have been fired. He doesn't work there anymore.
Looks like Ms. Delight doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is.
Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. Make it to KB security that fast? Are you sure you weren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? You're gonna take me on your motorcycle right now? No, I'll pass. Thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? Haha, what a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Ms. Delight told us the location of KB security. Okay, let's head over there right away. Now, actually, we're gonna ask about their romance. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight? That was a rhyme. Bug in my face. Go away, bug. It's my stream, not yours. Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Ooh, give us those deets, girl. Saved your life? I was at work one day when 2 robbers suddenly rushed in. I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back. Oh, robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. I love I broke down into tears. It was terrifying. I thought I was gonna die. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation. Oh, of course you would, you little baby boy. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. Whoa. He went right up to those 2 knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. I love her outfit. Girl, where did you work? That's like such a cute uniform. Damn. Why does one of the robbers look like he has like a plastic bag on his head or perhaps a giant condom? This is what it looks like. It's like see-through and it doesn't look like you can freaking breathe in there. Anyway. Please stop it! He screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. And crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the 2 robbers. All by himself, he came to save me, a total stranger all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking and throwing up and pissing his pants and crying, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. Oh, that's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Like when I was in the 4th grade and someone stood up for me in my time of need and I fell in love, and then I'm still in love, and wow, I sure would fall in love if someone stood up for me in my time of need and saved me. Not that that's ever happened before, not that we've seen that flashback many times from when I was a little 9-year-old. Anyway. Nick, I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. What, fall in love with you? No, you're like a sister to me, girl. That possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Gulp. Wow. Let's go back home for a sec. I think now might be a decent time to wrap up. I
think now might be time for end stream. It's getting close to 5:30. That's when I always try to wrap up. Though we are gonna have a different schedule next week. These Ace Attorney streams are gonna be moving to Monday evenings. So right now it is 5:30-ish Eastern time. It's almost 5:30. But next week, these streams are going to move to Monday, and they're going to start around 7 p.m. Eastern time. So they're going to be later. We're gonna try that out. Try out a new schedule. So yeah, if you can make it for Monday evening to see more of this game, then I'll see you then. If not, I always put my VODs up on YouTube. You can watch all the past streams there. You can watch the first few streams of this game if you missed it. If you missed the past few of those. Yeah. So don't forget to follow me on YouTube, follow me on social media. I got all my links in my link tree here. I post updates on Twitter, Tumblr, and in my Discord server. Join that Discord if you want. The link is in the link tree, but you can also get a direct link right there in the chat right now. Yeah. We'll see you next time. Next time I stream this game will be this coming Monday evening. And my next stream will be on Friday, when I'm just gonna do a regular old variety stream. It's gonna be April Fool's Day, but I don't have any tricks or pranks or goofs planned. We're just gonna do a regular Friday variety stream. Maybe I'll do art, maybe I'll do some silly Minecraft, or whatever. Yeah! And I don't think I have anything else to say. For today, I think we're just about ready to wrap up. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end the stream here. See you next time. Ooh, I just bumped into my bowl of orange here. Got a knife. Got a knife, watch out! I'm gonna end the stream now. Have a lovely day, everyone. I will see you next time. Bye!